Hello, hello, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Saturday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. Welcome. Good to see you. Um, my beard is a little fuzzy because I'm actually gonna grow my beard. I'm not gonna trim it for a little bit. I wanna grow a little bit, and I most likely maybe won't color it for a little bit. I want to see. I got lots of gray, so let's see what happens. So tonight I'm a little late, but I gave you guys a heads up, so which is kind of cool. I guess I think most of you guys are asleep and gonna catch the replay. I apologize for being a little late. Some of you actually checked on me. Shout out to Jenny for checking on me. She actually thought something had happened. But sometimes I go late. I actually used to go late, really late. But I don't like going that late anymore. So anyway, let's get on with tonight. I got the robe on. It is pouring rain in Southern Cal, which is great. I think we are out of extreme drought. We're not out of drought, but we're out of extreme drought. That's kind of what I read the last time, I think. And so I just got this robe out of the dryer. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? And I may not do a little, have a little skit for you in this robe. Maybe, you know. Anyway, let's get on. Let's get on with tonight. So tonight, you know, I don't know if you know anybody like this or not. Maybe it's just me, you know. But I know a couple, and I've known, you know, I've come across quite a few of know-it-alls, right? People that say, "Oh, listen, I know." You talk about anything, they know. You talk about engine of a car, they know. You talk about cooking a dish, they know. You talk about politics, they know. Foreign policies, they know. Medical recommendations, they know. When it comes to network marketing, they know. When it comes to job, they know. They just know everything, right? Have you ever come across people like that? And they I don't okay. Some like to say, you know what, this guy should be doing it like that. You know what? The funny thing is, you know, I watch a lot of UFC. I'm into MMA and stuff like that, and there's all these memes that go around, right? Some guy on the couch, you know, eating popcorn with his belly out to here with a remote, and watching the fight and saying, "Oh, you should have done this." You know, like you know, you gotta like be in the fight. You gotta be a fighter. You gotta be a, you know, training in order to be able to make that comment, right, or recommendation, if you would. If you none of those, right, then you probably shouldn't make a recommendation because you probably don't know, right? But then again, you got people that know it all. Now, the one thing about know-it-alls, if you're joining me live, wow, that is amazing. Let me know who you are because you are awake. And I don't know who joins, who doesn't, unless you comment. So if you don't, I don't know, maybe Facebook wants people to comment on other people's lives. Anyway, throw some love, heart, hate, what have you. And so they're these folks that know it all, right? And when you come across them, when they start talking with you and they, you know, share a thought with you that they know, you may see them like get agitated or a little upset, maybe because you're saying, well, you know, that's kind of not how it is, or maybe you're just kind of quiet, or you're not paying attention, or you're just disagreeing, or whatever the case may be, you you may be like kind of, oh, that's really not it, and they may get upset, right? They may like, oh. I'm here to share a thought with you, and this is my opinion. Okay, okay, let's say, for example, so somebody sits there and says, you're having a conversation about Amazon, right? And I heard this example from Ray Higdon, so I'll give a shout out to Ray on his live the other day. But let's say, and this is just the example, the other stuff, I'm kind of putting my thoughts into it. So this example comes from him, though. Imagine if you you're having a conversation with somebody, and you're talking about Amazon and what have you. You bought some stuff on Amazon, and this guy says, yeah, Amazon, they really ought to ship this way, or they really gotta put like I don't know, stuff in their boxes, or they really should be doing something like this. Now, I get it. I get that you may have a recommendation, right? You may be a consumer and you see something that you feel like it could use an improvement, and you feel like you have the idea, you could share that. I get that. That I don't have a problem with. The problem comes where you running into some guy that just knows everything, right? So let's say this guy says, I really think Jeff Bezos should run his company this way. Or Tesla, no, doesn't matter if you like Tesla or don't like Tesla, what have you. Dr. Punam, how are you? Welcome, good to see you. So it doesn't matter if you like Tesla, don't like Tesla, drive it, or Elon Musk or what have you. But imagine if some guy that has no knowledge of Tesla, electric cars, or mechanical work. Imagine that guy comes and tells you, hey, I really think Elon Musk should run his company this way. You'd be like, I think he's got it under control. I think he's good, So, and then you see this agitation in these people that feel like they know it all. Like they talk with this, I don't know if you experience this or not, but it's like they got a chip on their shoulder. You know what I mean? It's like it's like, listen, man, I know everything. That kind of a thing. And it's like almost like very boastful. Does that make sense? And I want to share this thought with you, and this is my thought, my opinion. It's not because you don't believe them that they get upset. It's not because you don't believe that we're not a know-it-all. It's not that. It's not that they see themselves as a joke to a lot of people. It's not that either. You know what they get upset about? And I think this is it. I was thinking about that today when I heard this example from Ray. I'm thinking, why do these people get upset? Like when you're having a conversation, and usually gets a little, it's not like a normal, casual, just, conversation. Usually it's got a little zing to it, right? So I'm thinking to myself, why is that? And the reason why, you know what it is? And this comes from them thinking they know it all, right? So you know what it is? This is the thing. And I know you're gonna laugh at this, but I really feel like this is the answer. I feel like they're upset. They're upset that Amazon is not doing it their way, or Tesla is not running their company their way. They're upset about that. They get upset about the fact that it's like I know it all. You know what I mean? It's like I know it all. If I say Amazon should ship this way, then Amazon should ship this way. I don't understand why he doesn't listen to me. It's kind of like that attitude. Now, if you scale it down to like Earth, like you and I, they may say, I know it all. I know this. I know that you got to do this. 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 They don't get upset because they feel like, oh, you think they're full of crap. That's not it. They get upset because you haven't implemented their know-it-all idea into your life. That's why they get upset. I truly believe that. I truly believe that if you haven't, and it usually is like that, unless you don't say a word, you're like, oh yeah, no problem. I'll call Jeff Bezos and tell him, Charlie over here says you got to ship this way. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, yeah. Unless you do that, then whatever. But if you just give them a little bit of a challenge, they get a little upset, maybe a lot upset. And it's not because you call them out. Remember the live I did 3 nights ago on the call out? It's not that. It's really because they really truly feel like they do know it all. And the fact that you're not implementing their idea or their knowledge into whatever it is they're giving you that idea about, that's what upsets them. It upsets them that you're not taking that information and just plugging it into your life. I really feel that's the case. And because this happens often, because they know it all, because this happens often, I feel like they get this, they build this resentment towards people up in themselves. You know what I mean? It's like after a while, it's like, I would think you would resent people after a while, right? And because everywhere you go, you think you're know-it-all, and people are not obviously treating you that way, and they're not implementing your ideas right away, right? Now, you may have some good ideas, don't get me wrong, but, oh, yeah, I cracked my knuckles. I know that's bad. Is it bad? I don't know. Maybe it's bad. But yeah, so I think that really stems from them just being disappointed, being upset that, hey, I know it all. You should be doing it this way. Like when I tell you do it this way, you should be doing it that way, So, if you run across anybody like that, my recommendation would be and I don't recommend this often where I would recommend like you don't say anything, but sometimes for the sake of the argument, it's probably best to just say, you're right. I'll call Jeff. I'll tell him, Amazon, hey, and just leave it at that. Sometimes, maybe, I don't know. Maybe you should evaluate the situation, I guess. But it's a very difficult interaction, when somebody really strongly feels that way, because they really feel that way. It's like they strongly feel that way. So, and I feel like it's kind of a funny topic, but also a pretty seriously like sad topic. But anyway, I thought this would be cool to share because this was a kind of a new idea to myself. I'm thinking to myself, it's like when you tell somebody, hey, listen, you're kind of wrong about that. It's like, right? But you tell a normal person, hey, you know what? I think it's not like that. I think it's wrong. they'll be like, oh, okay, you can have like a normal conversation. I don't know what that means, but you could have a conversation, right? Not here. You can't really have a back and forth, intelligent, productive conversation. It'll be just one-sided. So anyway, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value from this live. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for giving me so much love with my reels. Last night's reel was a Persian skit. I hadn't done a Persian skit for a while. Truthfully, I miss them myself because, well, I'm Persian. And I like to make fun of my people and myself. I do. So, hey, you can hate me for that, but if you actually know me, that's true. I make fun of, I make more fun of myself than anybody else. But anyway, because I have so much more stuff to make fun of. You know what I mean? Anyway, I digress. So thank you for my for the love you guys give me on these lives, on my reels. I may have another skit coming for you tonight with this little robe. Who knows? So I appreciate you guys. If you got some feedback, some thoughts, you know a couple of people like this, drop your thoughts, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. I appreciate you guys. Feel like this was worthy of sharing. Do what you got to do. Spread the love. And until tomorrow, when we do it all over again. Much love.